toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Kansas offense has the ball for the first time. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Trying play action. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Man, you got to catch that and make that a pick.
Back to pass, it's Duggar. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten and they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for room. It's Lee. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Under fire. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window when Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Dyer. He's got him in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
It's a draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Jayhawks have taken it inside the 20. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Right on the money. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Kansas! The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
35. UCF 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Daly. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. On the double. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Daly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Cricket. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just 1 over Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Knights in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Lee. And he just couldn't get started. They'll lose yardage on the completion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pressure coming. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Looking for room at the 40. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll ride the hot hand.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give to the back. To the 15. They bring him down, but the big play will move the... An injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets the back moving. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Leaves it with the back. Back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Burks. Bringing the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Knights will send out the punt unit.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease, it's Lee. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Burks. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Spins away from the defender. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He fires to the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
UCF
coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The corners are walked up tight. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Burks. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Sends it back in motion. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're facing a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes a catch. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off. And he'll be knocked down at the 2.
Coach confidence, and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Burks. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll take the deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
By the receiver.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Kansas.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. This is